Okay, part 7. So here we go. I'm going to try and keep this series of overview videos as updated as I possibly can. So I'll show you what's been added um, since the last overview. So coming over here, the Addams Family on 4K, so that's pretty cool. I'll finally add that into the collection. Had a lot of fun with that one. It'd been years since I'd last seen it, so it was a lot of fun. All right, and then coming on over, released through TerraVision. We have All Jacked Up and Full of Worms. I love that title. That's crazy. Can't wait to check this out. I just got this in not that long ago. All right, and then another release from TerraVision Records would be America's Deadliest Home Video, now making the leap onto Blu-ray, which is really cool. Completely out of left field. So can now retire the DVD. And then finishing off the trilogy here with this really nice collector's edition. This one's pretty rough. August Underground's Penance. So really cool to finish off this trilogy with the really nice collector's editions for these crazy movies. So that is the update as far as what's been updated on the previous sections that have already been covered. So let's continue on with the bees. I'm still gonna need this step stool, so bear with me. Okay. All right, left off on Peter Benchley's The Beast. Good stuff. Completely uncut. Very long little mini series made for TV mini series movie. Really cool. This is a wild one. One of the crazier ones from Nashie's movies. The Beast and the Magic Sword. And I believe it goes by something else. Anyway, it's loaded with special features. Amazing edition, released through Mondo Macabro. Crazy, amazing edition for that. Here's a little indie crazy movie. Beaster Day, had a lot of fun with this one. Easter themed horror. Gotta love that. This is another classic you have to have on your shelf. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Excuse me. Alright. Beast from Haunted Cave. Good stuff, gotta have it. Doubled with Sky Troop Attack. I mainly got this for Beast from Haunted Cave, obviously. Great. Next one is a really bonkers movie here. The Beast in Heat. Crazy stuff. Thanks to Severin. I'm actually going to leave this up here just so it's easier to take these movies out. Alright. Next is another crazy one. The Beast in Space. Curiosity got the best of me. Had to check this out for the first time. Released through Vinegar Syndrome. Crazy, wild, raunchy movie. Just out there. One of the crazier movies I have in my personal collection. As far as this, what year did this come out? Crazy old school one. All right, the Beast in the Cellar. A bit slow at times, but overall I enjoy this movie. And one of those early creepers, horror films. So you gotta have the Beast in the Cellar. Good acting, especially for the two older ladies, and I like the way the Beast looks. So good things from this movie. Gotta have that. The Beast Must Die, another classic you just have to have in your werewolf movie collection. So good stuff. Very nice edition. Another one from Severin. Double feature of The Beast of Hollow Mountain, doubled with the Neanderthal Man. I had already seen The Beast of Hollow Mountain, so I was familiar with that one, but I had a lot of fun with the Neanderthal Man. Might like that a bit more, but I don't know. I have to revisit these again sometime. It has been a minute. Beast of the Yellow Night. Another one I got from VCI. pretty cool edition. Got plenty of special features and stuff. Yeah, I dig this movie as well. Beasts of No Nation. It's just a very tough watch. Just a very interesting one coming from Criterion. That's also part of my documentary collection. I like a lot of his movies. Another indie director. I can't ever say his last name right. Something like that. Christopher R. Mim. But he, basically all his movies are just a love letter to the 50s and 60s stuff. Anyway, The Beast Walks Among Us. Got quite a few of his movies. The Beast with 1 Million Eyes. Another classic you gotta have. This was a lot of fun. Just one of the all-time greats, really. A very iconic monster design on that one. And then one of my all-time favorites, The Beast Within. The practical effects are just jaw-droppingly amazing. Holds up very well to this day. Just gross, my kind of gross for sure. Good stuff, The Beast Within. I'd love for this to get like a really, really nice loaded collector's edition with like new artwork and everything. There's a lot you can do with a movie like this for sure, as far as packaging wise. But I do appreciate that. Is this Scream Factory? Yeah, that they used the original poster art, which is cool. Beau is Afraid. This one I enjoyed. It's a long one, but yeah, I just got to be in the right mood for sure for something like this. Just I don't know, thankfully I was, but yeah, I enjoyed that one. Becky. I have yet to watch this one. I need to. I've had this one on the shelf for a minute. So I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Bedeviled. This one was really good. Another one from Wellgo USA. I like a lot of what Wellgo USA releases for their horror and thriller. Not that I've seen all of them, but I've seen quite a few. Bed of the Dead. Yet to watch this though. At first I was thinking this was the remake of one that came out in the early 80s, I'm thinking. The Bed That Eats People. Anybody knows about that one? That was a funny one. But yeah, this is its own movie, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's like a indie remake or anything. But anyway, Bed of the Dead. The Bedroom Window. I think this is a erotic thriller released through Kino Lorber. The Bees. Another one you gotta have from the 70s. Good stuff. I love this newly commissioned art here. I'm trying to look for the name of who did this, but really good stuff. I think yeah, through Severin Films. So Bees, gotta have that. Nature Run Amok. 70s stuff there. All right, Beetlejuice. Just got this in. Had a lot of fun with this one. This is another one that it's one that it's one of those movies. It's especially during Halloween time. You're always gonna find it on TV, and it's one of those all-time classics. It'd probably be Chronal if it wasn't on TV during September and October. But Beetlejuice. Looking forward to the sequel. Fingers crossed that it's actually gonna be great. See, hopefully it's not like the sequel to Coming to America. That was, yeah. Anyway, Before Dawn. I've yet to watch this. Why did I get this? Is this a vampire-themed horror? I don't remember. But that's Before Dawn. I've yet to watch that one. Here's a great one. Real well done drama thriller. Clint Eastwood, The Beguiled. I've yet to see the remake. I don't know if the remake's any good or not. But I am interested in watching the remake at some point. But for now, I only have I'm only familiar with the original. Good stuff. This is also Kino Lorber. Really nice collector's edition. I do like it when Kino does do the slips, because then you get that original movie font on the spine. I just love that. because if you don't, the spines on the ones without the slips look a bit boring to me, and that's just my opinion. But anyway, I'm rambling. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. This one was a pretty cool movie. It actually, I just thought it was a lot of fun, and I can understand how this over the years has become sort of a cult classic. I just thought it was fun. I'm not like a mega fan of it, but I can understand why it's developed a cult following for sure. Fun idea for a slasher movie. Documentary Behind the Monsters, From Killers to Killer Icons. Cool documentary. Good stuff. Behind the Walls. I need to watch this one though. This looks like it could be a really good creeper of a movie. I have yet to watch this one. I'm just going to be honest and just say the cover art for this is really stinking cool. And that's what melted my brain, and I had to go after a copy. So I think we all know how that can be. Here's one I thought was a really cool sci-fi, more of a thriller. A little light on the horror, but I thought it was kind of cool. I'll keep it. It's got Lance Hendrickson in it. I shouldn't look at his last name when I'm talking about it. But anyway, Being, one of those sort of take a chance kind of blind buys, and pretty cool. I think this is, Echo Bridge release. Got a few Echo Bridges and Mill Creek scattered about through here. It's not all, a little bit of everything. Mostly, I guess you could say mostly boutique label stuff, but I do have like sort of a lot of the non-boutique labels. Anyway, I'm rambling. The Being, one of my favorites. Love The Being. Might be my favorite from this director, Jackie Kong. I am a fan of Blood Diner, and what's the other one she did? But I just like my monster movies, and I'm just going to be biased and say The Being, even though it's a little on that slow side. But I love this movie. I love it so much that Code Red released this again, but with different cover art, and I had to double dip. I do have that extra Blu-ray edition, but obviously I don't have all the space in the world, so I can't just double up on titles here. If I had endless amount of shelf space, I probably would have like 4 or 5 copies of the same movie just for a look, I guess. But can't do that. Not with this room. Being Different, really great, interesting documentary. One that I actually almost bootlegged a few times years ago, but just never got around to it. There were a few sites you could go to where you could get this if you didn't feel like making your own disc. Being Natural. This one's one through a partner label. I got this off Vinegar Syndrome. Have yet to watch this. It just seemed like an interesting drama thriller kind of thing. The Belko Experiment. I had a lot of fun with this one as well. I think this is one of those where I did upgraded from the DVD, I think. One of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this movie, The Believers. This movie is it's a good creeper. It's just an all-around good creeper. From a not-so-good year, 1987, but this is definitely one of the highlights from that year. Not that I can think of very many off the top of my head, but The Believers, big fan of this. Love the voodoo aspect and everything, and what's his name with the crazy eyes. Very scary stuff. It jump starts right from the beginning of the movie. It grabs your attention. In my opinion, it does. Beelzebub. I'm not saying that right. Have yet to watch this one. Another one from Shudder, RLJE Films. So yeah. Just got these in recently. Some more horror anime. Beam, the complete series. It's the humanoid monster hunter stuff. just read up on it. It seemed really interesting to me, so I'll give it a shot. And here's the live adaptation. Yeah, Bella, humanoid monster, the movie. Pretty cool. Gotta have Ben. Good stuff. One of the great rat movies. Not that there's many of them, but gotta have Ben. Gotta have Willard. I think Ben is the sequel to Willard, so I probably should put this next to Willard. I'm trying to remember if the original Willard has made it. It has made it on Blu-ray. Okay. I think it's the remake that hasn't yet, or am I getting them mixed? I have one of them. I don't remember, because I believe both of them have yet to hit Blu-ray. Anyway, Ben, gotta have a sequel to Willard. Beneath, I love this movie. It's just a good monster fish themed horror movie. And practical effects, I love the way the fish looks. I had a lot of fun with this movie. Some great tension throughout. Short runtime, if I remember. Or else it just flew by. But yeah, I gotta have Beneath in my collection for sure. Oh, and I'm a fan of I forgot that this was a Larry Fessenden movie. I like what he does, what all he's involved with. I've enjoyed. I forgot that was one of his movies. It was really good. Beneath the Darkness, another thriller that has Dennis Quaid. I've always liked actor Dennis Quaid quite a bit. He's in one of my all-time favorite sports movies, The Cutters. But what's the name of that movie? The Cutters, Breaking Away. Good stuff. One of my favorites that he was in, but I'm getting off track. But anyway, Beneath the Darkness. If any of you guys are into cycling and stuff, you know Breaking Away is an awesome, uplifting sports movie for sure. But we're not here to talk about sports themed movies. We're gonna talk about go over horror. Beneath the Old Dark House. Beneath the Old Dark House, indie movie. I need to watch this. This does look like to be a lot of fun. Indie horror anthology movie. I enjoyed this one. Benny Loves You. Good. Glad I took a chance on this, and I love the cover art though. It's sort of trying to mimic the old media entertainment VHS look. So yeah, Benny Loves You. Love this movie. I saw this when I was a kid, like a child, and for the longest time I couldn't remember the name of this movie. I just remembered the scene with the giant sea turtle, and it just stuck with me. It just would not leave my brain. And then years and years later, getting into this kind of hobby, I finally discovered this movie. I did have the made on demand DVD because I just didn't have the patience. And it was a great day when this finally made the leap onto an actual nice collector's edition here, thanks to Warner Archives series, The Bermuda Deaths. Great movie. There's that crazy looking sea turtle. It's weird. It's just so weird I have to have it in my horror movie collection. But it's just a bizarre, dreamlike, eerie fantasy kind of movie. Good stuff. I need to watch this again because it's been way too long. It's one of my favorites, so I need to rewatch that at some point. It's been a minute. Bermuda Island. It's just dealing with the Bermuda Triangle and stuff, so I get weak over certain topics, and this one had me by the headlock, so I had to grab a copy of it. Again, with the Bermuda stuff. Bermuda Tentacles. I actually had a lot of fun with this. Granted, it's really bad. Well, it's not too terrible, but it is CGI heavy with the creature, but the CGI with an alien like this, or should I say monster like this, actually looks good, considering what type of monster it is. It actually works in its favor, in my humble opinion. And I just had a blast with this movie. Bermuda Tentacles, sci-fi original, one that I actually really like. So yeah, it's got what's her name in it from the Terminator movies. Yeah, Linda Hamilton. But I had a lot of fun. I love the way this monster is. I love the design of it. it's unique. So you could tell they kind of went the extra mile and actually had some passion when making this movie. Yeah, Bermuda Tentacles. Berserker. I remember when this finally got rescued from obscurity. That was awesome. And this is a fun little slasher, one that's we slasher fans have been waiting forever to get like a really nice collector's edition, just to get rescued from the VHS graveyard. Here we are, Berserker, thanks to Vinegar Syndrome. This is a fun Christmas horror movie. Better watch out. Gets pretty gory. I absolutely had a blast with this. Gotta have this movie. Between Worlds, Nicolas Cage movie I need to get around to watching. I have not watched this one. Try and watch all his movies. His movies he's been pumping out like left and right like crazy nowadays. But I hear a lot of good things on this one. Beware, Children at Play. It's just an all-time crazy 70s weird movie you gotta have in your horror collection. Fun stuff. This was originally, Troma was always putting this movie out, but I guess they sort of hand over their some of their movies to Vinegar Syndrome nowadays. But yeah, Beware, Children at Play. Unintentional, hilarious, unintentional funny moments in that one. Beware My Brethren. I've yet to check this one out. I need to. Nothing but positive things about this movie. So, and this amazing edition from Grindhouse Releasing for Fulci's The Beyond. Not that I keep up with every collector's edition. This is the one that I've been rocking for a few years now. Really nice edition here. So I love what Grindhouse Releasing do. A great company. So The Beyond, good stuff. All time, very iconic classic movie that you have to have. Beyond Atlantis. This is another crazy fun one. I just like all these types of these movies that have that whole the time that forgot. Some of these, yeah, sort of Land That Time Forgot, sort of kind of like movies. Yeah, I like them. Prehistoric terror. Anyway, Beyond the Black Rainbow. This is a trippy movie. I like it. I'm a fan. My kind of weird for sure. Very stylized and yeah, good weird stuff. So definitely got to know what you're getting yourself into with these, some of these kind of movies like this. Mixed reviews, but yeah, I dug it. I gotta go a little faster here. Beyond Evil. Love this movie. Tons of fun. Again, another gem released through Vinegar Syndrome. I think that was another one that Troma had put out a few times on DVD. I could be wrong. And this is, they're calling it Evil Dead 5. Thanks to Severin. Severin cracked me up. I love Severin. Just, they make things interesting. But what is it? It's Beyond, yeah, that's Beyond Darkness is the movie's real title. So, I love this movie. It's a lot of fun. Locations, everything's great. Beyond Terror, another absolutely gorgeous edition here. Thanks to Cauldron. Gotta have it. More good stuff from the 70s. Yeah, good stuff. Buried Alive, also known as this is one of my favorites. I love this movie. It's Beyond, I can't remember. One of my favorite movies, and I can't remember the original title because the slipcovers messed me up. Yeah, this is another Beyond the Darkness. Gotta have this one. One of my favorites, yeah, from Joe D'Amato. Good stuff. Very nice edition here. So, eventually all these movies will be hitting 4K. It's been a few years now, so... and this is one of those movies I will keep going back to the well over. What is this little speck here? It's driving me nuts. It's a little bit of a rub. Oh well. So yeah, Beyond the Darkness, one of my favorites. Nasty movie. Where do I want to start? I'll stop. This is probably a good stopping point. Okay, I left off here. Crazy, amazing edition. Beyond the Door, the first movie. A really nice collector's edition thanks to Arrow. Finally coming across some Arrow here. So yeah, Beyond the Door. I do have Beyond the Door Part 2. It goes by Amok Train, I believe. I don't think I'm mixing them up. But anyway, here is Beyond the Door 3. Waited for what felt like forever for this movie to get a nice collector's edition. So Beyond the Door 3, pretty cool. I like all 3 movies. Part 2, I have that somewhere in the collection. I just have yet to get around to that. I might still have that as a double feature on DVD. I'll have to look. All I know is I do have all 3 of those Beyond the Door movies. I don't think there's a 4th one. I think it was just a trilogy. Beyond the Gates. I've watched this. It's just been a while. Another indie anthology, horror anthology. This is a great thriller. Beyond the Reach. Yeah, Beyond the Gates and Beyond the Reach. Okay, I'm getting my titles mixed up. Good stuff. Psycho crazy old man. Sort of has a falling down kind of vibe to it. Kinda. It just sort of actor reminded me of that movie Falling Down. Anyway, yeah, Beyond the Reach. Beyond the Sky. This is a fun alien sci-fi horror flick. Aliens attack movie. I like these movies. Good stuff. Beyond, crazy movie here. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Thanks to Criterion, very nice collector's edition. Big Ass Spider. Fun movie. Decent. Some practical effects as well as some decent CGI. CGI isn't bad at all. So yeah. Big Ass Spider. A lot of fun with that one. Big Bad Wolf. Got a really cool indie werewolf movie. Gotta have this one. Good stuff. Big Bad Wolves. A good home invasion thriller / horror movie. I guess you could say just horror. Yeah, Big Bad Wolves. The Big F. Well, indie Bigfoot movie. The cover art just melted my brain. I had to get it. I love just blood in the snow, big Sasquatch footprint. Really cool cover art. I'll give them that. I have watched this movie. I thought it was. I was entertained. I just don't remember it. It's been a while. I've watched this right when I first got this movie, which has been some years now. Actually, it was an upgrade from the DVD. It hit DVD first, and then anyway. Bigfoot, The Lost Coast Tapes. This is a good movie. Gotta have this one. Found footage sort of deal. Or they're making a documentary kind of thing. But good stuff. And then A Flash of Beauty, Bigfoot Revealed documentary. Documentary on Bigfoot, Sasquatch. And then we have this Big Meat Eater. Fun movie. This is a Blu-ray, but it's just they put it in like this really thin sort of DVD size keep case, which is weird. I don't know why they just don't make this in a regular size Blu-ray case, but whatever. I forget where I ordered this from. The Blu-ray is not bad. I'm trying to remember. You guys can see that. This is where I ordered my copy. Yeah, I think this is, as far as I know, this is a legit, it could be a public domain sort of deal. But yeah, the Big Meat Eater. And I think this is a good one to stop on because that's easy to remember. So I'm going to stop on, yeah, the Big Meat Eater. So, all right. So, I believe this was part 7. So, I'll get back to a part 8 when I can. I'm glad you guys are digging this series of horror movie collection overview video. Can't talk. So take it easy. Later. So yeah, that's a good one to stop on.